Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Boom, like an 808. Circles like a figure eight. Bell Collective. They're back. Tambra's
Mhm.
pregnant for Demond. It seems to me that Demond didn't believe she was pregnant until the moment that they went and had that ultrasound together. And he had missed her ultrasounds before. That's what it felt like to me.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I'm happy that Tambra's gonna get her baby if that's what she really wanted. Not happy you're having a baby with Demond.
I think it was too early to have as many. She looked like she probably was about 6 to 8 weeks pregnant. Because remember they said it's too early for you to even get like the gender and stuff like that. So I think I don't know. I would think he would have been privy. I don't think she's had that many ultrasounds. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Anywho, congratulations to her. The only thing I don't like is that everything that you said that you wanted, you're not necessarily getting. You're getting it, but out of order. You wanted to be engaged or married. That didn't happen. You didn't want to move in with him until you had those things. You still moved in. And then now, I guess, because your clock was ticking, you decided to have this baby, and yet we still have not seen a ring. So I'm just wondering if that's going to happen for you at the reunion or at some point during the season, we're going to see you actually be engaged.
I don't think it will, but I I don't think it will. But because, like you said, her clock was ticking, I think she's willing to what's the word, settle.
Mm.
Take certain things over others. And it's a damn shame because I feel like we see that so often. I feel like that's the theme of every season I watch Ready to Love. You get them women on there that feel like, you get some women who feel like their clock is ending at 30. They 33 and they ready to settle and give everything up and be like, fuck it. Then you get some women that's on there and they 40 and they like, fuck it. I ain't never had a man. I had a long-term relationship. I'm willing to take half a man. It's a sad situation.
I really hate it more so for Tambra because this ain't a new person she getting to know. This a nigga you knew since high school. This
Hmm.
somebody you dated for 10 years, took a break, then came back. This man know your whole family and vice versa. I just really feel like y'all shouldn't have went too much longer interacting and redating if it's not going to be some strong commitment that's going to come after it. And what I also don't understand is why dudes be so okay. I'll never get this. Why y'all be so okay with putting a lifelong connection, which is a child, in a person, but then don't want to give them a lifelong commitment, which is a marriage. I don't be understand. I
Cause
mean, if
they
that's
trifling as fuck and they don't have no real understanding of I just yeah, I feel like it takes a whole different level of understanding for a man to create a family. Men who don't respect women can have babies because they feel like they can still not respect the mother.
mm,
I can care for the child and not really give a fuck about the mom. But a
mm-hmm.
lot of men like that also just want children because it's just an extension of who they are. It's like getting points with other men. Oh, I got a son. Oh, I got this.
My
But
dick
then
work.
exactly. But knowing that men disrespect women, they don't give a fuck about keeping a
Mm-hmm.
woman. All they
Mm-hmm.
care about is what they can reproduce.
And let me tell you this. Another reason why is because having a baby with you simply means that they retain access to you. Because once they've had a baby with you, now you're like, oh, that's my child's father. And they don't want to have to be faithful to you, but they want you
Mm-hmm.
to feel beholden to them. And they know because of that child that you will be beholden to them. It's a control tactic.
They want
They
the
made
legacy,
you
not the legacy.
hello. And access to sex, of course. Always want to be able to come back to you and have unprotected sex with you because they feel like you're a home based puss. Okay. Then go out
Yeah.
into the world and give it to everybody. But ultimately, home based puss means that you're not fucking anybody else, or they can always come back in and usurp because you have that it's my baby father thing.
Erica, Dixon, Scrappy.
Oh, we gonna talk about them.
Ooh,
So y'all, what did y'all think about the way they are
I
throwing
don't like them.
Latrice under the bus? I don't either. I feel like Latisha,
Oh my
girl, cut it the
gosh.
fuck out. Oh, they were so offended because you say they didn't want a 9 to 5. Bitch, it's a brunch for entrepreneurs. Of
I
course, y'all
agree.
shouldn't really want to just work a 9 to 5. This is a niche group of people. How the fuck you gonna be offended about entrepreneurship and somebody saying they don't want a 9 to 5 at an entrepreneur brunch? It was just stupid to me.
I
What
agree.
really was offensive was old girl asking if their house is above 400,000 in Jackson. That was more offensive than anything.
I forgot all about that.
Plantations. Anybody. I'm sorry. Either way. I was just like, it's 2023, ma'am. Of course their house is more expensive than 400,000 in Jackson, Mississippi. It's the capital. Girl, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to people. Anyway, but that was more offensive than anything. But I feel like they just trying to make a moment out of it. They keep trying to make it seem like Latrice is some alcoholic that is drinking because she can't deal with her abusive husband. And that might be a little true, but y'all putting 20 on 10. And I don't like it, especially with Marie, because Marie, you can't talk to people like that. And, she's in the gutter. And she's jealous of you. And it's just like, ma'am, just eat Latisha's coochie and shut the fuck up, please.
You know what the most offensive thing to me in that scene was? When Latisha sat there and said to Latrice, I took you in and I tried to show you. She made it seem like she offered herself as a mentor to Latrice. And I was like I just cackled, because what the fuck does Latisha do? What does she do?
Trying to be some of everything.
I'm not understanding. I mean, we at least know what Latrice does. She seems like a legitimate business owner, but I'm like, hosting brunches, renting out, cubicle spaces, girl. Right. I don't know what you do. I don't know.
And Marie don't never have nothing on her desk. My bad. I was just saying Marie don't never have nothing on her desk. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. Because that whole scene talking about some real estate and rehabbing houses, I was like, not believing it. Sorry. I did hear that she's a Belle's bondsman, allegedly. Yeah, I heard doing brunches. Now she over here hopping into real estate.
Latisha is a Belle bondsman.
That's what we're getting.
Why don't she talk about it?
I feel like she mentioned it once. I feel like she mentioned it once, but yeah, I'm over how they're trying to paint Latrice. I really don't like it. I didn't like how Gucci tried to make it seem like she wanted to ruin her event. And then now you got Marie talking about this girl trying to be her and all of that. And I'm like, I'm so tired of these bitches. Like, y'all need to get at least 1 or 2 more younger Belles, because these old, it's no disrespect, but like, girl, y'all are getting on my nerves. I think Latrice needs at least one more other person that's like around her age, possibly on the show, that's probably dabbling in what she's dabbling in, because it doesn't look good to see all of these older women trying to critique this girl on what they think that she should be doing. And then my thing is this: if she really be drinking like y'all say she do at every event, why we don't see it? I'm sure if that's the basis of y'all storyline, they would show us the evidence that lines up with that. And we're not seeing that. It's giving that y'all is just a bunch of fucking haters. Like, that's just what it's giving. And it really don't look good, because it looks like y'all are haters on this young woman that's successful, just as successful as y'all.
Remember, they had the dentist on there. They had a dentist on there, but she couldn't get with the girls.
Yeah, she left. They could bring her back. They could bring somebody else back like her, because them, Gucci is annoying indeed.
He's such a hater. It's like, I wish you would just admit you mad at Latrice because Selena beat your ass. And you mad at Selena because JJ still loves Selena. I don't know what you want us to do about that. But you just really doing the most.
In between, they just acting with his mama in the house, trying to, give us sitcom vibes.
Girl, send it on away from me with this. Okay, so what about Cliff getting Glenn a hat?
Cliff has the biggest crush on Glenn. That's what I get. That's the only thing I would support Tisha on, is how Cliff comes for, Glenn, try to be in the middle of their relationship and all of that. That man has a crush on him. Like, why is you buying her man a hat for an event? Like,
and do y'all remember that advice he gave Glenn about how he need to dress like a woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
And be in the mirror. Remember that?
So she could respect him or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's even though you just wanted him to do that because that's what you envisioned him doing in your mind. It's so nasty ass. That shit didn't make no sense. Only made sense in your crazy ass mind.
Yeah, I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, it's giving. Yeah, it's screaming DL. It's screaming. I grew up in a time that I can't be honest about this, but I liked the boys, and I can't admit it to myself. But that's so sad. Bell Collective wasn't giving much else besides that. Y'all hating on Latrice, Latisha. We still confused about what you do for a living, and
Mhm.
all y'all in abusive relationships. So we don't know why y'all really judging Latrice like that. Cause I
Do
mean,
Absolutely.
do y'all think it's wrong for Latrice to now want to tell Tambra the scheme that Tisha came up with when it came down to Akeisha? That's gonna
Latrice.
be on the next episode.
oh no,
Oh,
hey, what's the scheme?
Latrice,
That she never said that shit.
yeah, and Tambra, I'm sorry, Latrice says Latisha came to her and said, "Watch this. I'm gonna run this play. I'm gonna create, I guess, like a group chat. Leave Akeisha out, and then tell Akeisha that Tambra it was Tambra's idea to do it, basically. So now Akeisha and Tambra are beefing, but the whole
again.
time, just like from back then at that time, they still not talking to each other really
Oh,
because
okay.
of that whole text thread. Because Akeisha felt like
Mm-hmm.
Tambra was trying to leave her out based on what Latisha said. So now Latrice is coming to Tambra, telling her the true tea of how all of this got started. Y'all think that Latrice is wrong for that?
No,
Yeah. Why not, Bondy?
cause that bitch ain't your fucking friend, and y'all on a reality show. So why not? Let's be messy about it. They being messy. I just feel like Latisha and Marie have shown themselves to be flawed as fuck. They have
So
no
much.
loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like there's a need to keep it. This seems like the perfect time to spray that information. She held it for long enough. That happened what 2 seasons ago. So yeah, I feel like we just we do for some mess amongst y'all. What else we was gonna do? What else y'all got going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the more real life approach. The reason why I say yeah is because I wish she would have said that shit and stood on it when it happened if you felt like you had to say something about it. And the second thing is knowing Latrice and how Latrice is when it come to conflict, she don't really like to turn up like that. Like if somebody come to her real direct like that one time, Effie and Marie was talking, or no, it was just Essie. Essie approached her about some rumor. She was shaking in her fucking boots. So I think I already know how this gonna end. This gonna get back, and when they ask her about it, she gonna be shaking in her boots again. And I just feel like she ain't gonna say where her chest. So it'd be different if she was like, "Yeah, I told her, I said the shit," but I don't think she gonna do that.
Well, one, I think that's very true because I didn't like how she pretty much punked out and told Latrice, I'm sorry, told Latisha, oh no, I do consider you a friend. It's like, nah, keep it a buck. Let that whole know you don't come off as a friend to me. So no, I don't see you as that. But I do hope at the moment that she tells this tea that the gloves are off. Like y'all BITs are sitting up here trying to paint me as a drunk and doing this and that. I don't got no allegiance to none of you hoes no more. So since we gonna talk about it, then yeah, we finna talk about it. So that's what I'm hoping. But I definitely see where you're coming from because it's like she just did it in this scene in this episode. So she might do it again. Hopefully not, but
Yeah, I hope she proved me wrong.
yeah.
Well, that's all for Bell Collective. Let's move on to the next show.